amazing parents, it's Dr. Lindsay here with this week's psychology-based parenting tips about making your parenting more fun through a little trick I call Mr. Handy. The key to interacting with preschoolers is keeping things light and fun. I credit my Munchkins preschool teacher with bestowing upon us the powerful tool of Mr. Handy. Make a fist with your hand with the thumb knuckle forward and use your thumb to control the mouth, or keep your fingers spread and wiggle them like hair. Either way, your kids will get a kick out of Mr. Handy. The beauty of this tool is that it can act as a special helper somewhere that your kids need a bit more encouragement. This episode will be short but sweet. I'll tell you about the origin of Mr. Handy and his two primary uses in our household. So a few years back, I found that getting the kids ready in the morning had become a frustrating experience. I called people into the bathroom with poor response time, they weren't excited about brushing their teeth, etc. So Mr. Handy to the rescue. The great thing about having Mr. Handy help is that he does all the talking. So when I made that fist and timed my thumb movements with a little ventriloquist act to say in a silly voice, "Hey kids, it's time to head to the bathroom to get ready," they laughed and followed along because instead of mom nagging them, it becomes fun to get daily tasks done. Here's another fun use for Mr. Handy. The kids and I got together and decided there were 5 things we needed to accomplish every morning. Get dressed, make our beds, brush our hair, brush our teeth, and put on sunscreen. 5 is the magic number, so you have 1 finger for each activity. If your list has more than 5 items, you can merge tasks like brushing hair and teeth. Mr. Handy can ask the kids if they have completed their 5 morning tasks using his fun voice. This may prompt them to run off and do one that they had forgotten, or perhaps they'll respond that they've done all 5. Then Mr. Handy can confirm this by counting off the 5 activities, 1 finger at a time. So if you start with a closed fist, and then they've actually done all 5 tasks, you end with an open palm, ready for a high five. If they need to run off and complete another activity, have that high five ready when they return for some positive reinforcement to increase the likelihood of them doing that task again tomorrow. I'd love to hear from you in the comments how you use Mr. Handy to help with your morning routine. Another little trick we found helpful with young children in the morning is to keep sunscreen and an extra toothbrush for each kid in the kitchen so we can maintain the momentum going after breakfast and finish getting ready there rather than dragging everybody back to the bathroom. My Mr. Handy tool is an example from the Check Yourself module of my 5 C's parenting framework. If you're new to the 5 C's, look in the description below this video to find more parenting resources, including a video about the 5 C's parenting framework and a link to sign up for my weekly newsletter to be sure that you never miss any of my new tips. A sprinkle of humor goes a long way to keep your daily behaviors aligned with your parenting philosophy and intentions. Try out Mr. Handy wherever you're finding challenges in your daily routine, with good table manners, or homework, or remembering to bring things out the door on the way to school. You name it. Okay, amazing parents, that wraps up today's episode. Thanks for joining me to fill your parenting toolbox with psychology-based tools to feel more confident and capable in your parenting. If you found this video helpful, I'd invite you to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more parenting with psychology tips. Join me next week to learn about how to solve your parenting problems in 5 steps. In the meantime, check out my free resources listed below in the description and keep up the good work on your amazing parenting journey. Oh, and Mr. Handy is an especially great tool for the early parenting years. You can check out some of my favorite products for the early parenting years at parentingwithpsychology.com/treasures. I'll pop that link in the description below the video. My weekly tips are also available to read on my website or to listen to on your favorite podcast player. If you'd like to connect with me more regularly and join the Parenting with Psychology community, follow Parenting with Psychology on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. I love hearing from you, so please leave a comment below and let me know how you've been using these tips in your parenting practice, or about any topics you would like me to cover in future episodes. Finally, a quick legal disclaimer. Please note that the advice provided in this episode is different than therapy and does not serve as a substitute for professional psychological treatment or other types of professional advice or intervention. If you or your child have concerns or need further parenting or personal support, please contact a physician or other qualified local health professional. See you next week, amazing parents.